Hi, it's Sheila from She's a Sassy Lady. First tip, and then I'll show you the card that I'm going to make. First tip, when your cuts start looking like this, you need a new blade. Mine's been getting real tight lately, but I mean it just ate up one and it cut so beautifully. So if that happens to you, just replace the blade. It's very, just so that you know what's happening. If your mat is clean, that's what you have. Anyway, Father's Day is coming up, so I'm making a Father's Day card for hubby. And I picked it on what are they called? Do-it-yourself? No. The projects that are already made, the new projects that are already made. And I made it on that. And I did alter it a little bit and did it my own way because one of the words I did not have, and so I changed it up a little bit just to make it for my purposes. And also, this is to my husband, not to my father. And so I just thought I'd let you know I did a little bit differently. But this is what it is. It's a coupon card. And I'm kind of being quiet because my husband's downstairs watching TV. And I don't want him to hear me. Once I start doing this, no big deal. But I already cut it out. And so that you know, it takes about a half an hour. About a half an hour to cut out all the pieces and pick out your paper. I used scrap paper in doing this, and it just made it a lot easier, made it a lot easier to do the scrap paper because I got rid of a lot of stuff by doing that, and it just really helped. And I just knocked out my design space because I was going to look at it in front of me so that I can see the different things on. But it's the Create a New Project. And let's see where it is. It's not far down. It's all by all the Father's Day cards and that. You can see it. And just go there and pick out the card that you want. And it's real easy to put together. Now, I like to, when I'm putting my cards together, I go into my projects and my computer is like right in front of me. Right in front of me. So I'm able to look at it, and it's the Father's Day coupon book. So, we're going to put this together real easy. And that way you can see exactly what it looks like in front of you. And of course, it's just taking its time today. Some of these things I think I'm going to use glue on all of them. Oh, and all you need is 2 brads along with the paper that that you cut out. You will need 2 brads. Okay? Good. Checking my paper. And this is just not going on. Here it is. There it is. Okay, first the green paper goes down. And I stayed with the colors. They weren't the exact shades because I used scrap paper. But I used the colors that they designed it with because I liked them. For a man, it's perfect. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm picking up 2 pieces of paper here. Get it on. It's very simple to put together, and you probably wouldn't have to watch me, but it's been so long since I've done a video, I thought I'd better spend some time with you. I have been playing. Anna Griffith came out with all those new cartridges, and I have been playing and having a wonderful, wonderful time with Anna Griffith. Then I got the whoa, gotta put this down first. Then I got the Mink, and I've got some interesting videos that are going to be coming up shortly. Once I started designing on my computer already, and I probably have 30 projects on my computer that have not been cut yet. I just haven't had the time. That's one of the reasons I'm going to spend some time with you today, is because I haven't. And catch you up to date what's happening with the family and everything. My son, my only son, and his wife, and my 2 grandsons moved to Rhode Island. Well, they stayed with us for, and this is why I haven't gotten much done. They stayed with us for about 10 days before they left, and we worked on their house. They have 2 homes, and we worked on the one house, getting it done, and getting everything cleaned. We put everything in pods, and the pods were taken. Is that a neat way to move? You just pack the pods, and they come and get it, and they drive it there. And it took 2 pods to do their house. They have a 5-bedroom home. And anyway, he went to work for the Navy. He doesn't belong to the Navy, but he works for the Navy, something there, I don't know. I get it wrong every time I say it, so he works for them, and he got a real nice job with them, and he likes it. Well, they're up there, and now they're falling in love with it because they are literally within walking distance to the beach and walking distance to the area where they can fish and all that. And normally on Father's Day we have the family over and us ladies cook and the men just sit back. So now we're trying to think of how to cook because I was the one that did the grilling, but then they told me that I didn't do a good job at grilling. So I guess that's done with. I want to put this in here so that I have the right spacing. And anyway, I haven't had much time in my craft room because we've been helping cleaning out their house, getting it ready for rental because they rented out the 2 homes that they own here. And so we got that one ready. We got the pot all packed up. We got it ready. And then the other house was a daily wait for the lady to move out of the house. And there was a lot to clean in that house. There was a lot to clean in the second house, which was originally their first home here in Alabama. And we had to coordinate cleaning lady. We had to get repairs done on the house. They had a problem with the fence when they first moved in the house. My son, not the renter, my son. And the gate was just going bad, so my husband rebuilt that area on the fence. And see, I'm just making all kinds of things, telling you everything about it, aren't I? And got that fixed. So then we had to get painters in to paint the entire house. Their children are artists, or are. They bought their own home, so I wonder if their children are going to be artists in their home. That's the front of it. Now, is that too adorable or what? Look at that, Father's Day coupon. Now, I was sharing with you before, though. We'll get away from the house stuff. So that's what we've been doing. And the one house, the second house, which is the one we did all the work in, they are moving in on Monday. So, and then we're still working with the first house, the house that they lived in, the 5-bedroom house, and we're getting things settled there. I think we got a renter, and not a happy renter. Her house burnt down, so it's a real sad thing. So the insurance company is putting her in my son's house because he's the only one in the town that they live on that has enough bedrooms for their family. So, while her house is being fixed, that's it. Now, first coupon is 1 bear hug. 1 free bear hug. Isn't this just too cute? Now, I am going to let you go from, oh no, before I let you go, I'm going to finish talking about Anna Griffith. So I've done some cards, and I ran the mink, you know, the mink. I love the mink. And I want to use a lot of artwork that's already on my Cricut, and it'll work. So I've been working on that, and I'll show you how to do that. one free bear hug. Now, I'm going to leave you for a while, get this almost put together, but get all these little things because there's 6 pages, okay? And you know how to glue on. So I'll be back in a minute. Well, I'm back and I'm on my last one. This is the one that I changed. I can't even remember what they had on there, but I changed it to a date night. Okay, this is the bottom of our sheet. I'm going to write a special message to my honey right there. This is the last one. One free date night. A free car wash. I think this is going to be his favorite. In 45 years, I've only washed a car once. He'll be out there with a camera. One free bear hug. So we're stacking them on top of each other. Then we have one free day to sleep in. Now, this is going to be a rough one. Hubby's always up at 6 o'clock. I'm going to have to get up before him. Let him sleep in. One free batch of cookies. Now, it sounds funny because many of you make cookies all the time, but our children are grown, so we don't make cookies anymore. And he always complains about wanting cookies, so that one was a great one. And one free lunch date. We go out to lunch every day, and we tease each other about whose turn it is to buy. So I have a buy one now. And all you do is put this together, and look at, they have the little holes are already punched. You get your little, what are these called? Brads. Put your brads in there. And it's actually got a perf mark right here. I don't know whether you can see it. Right along here. And all the white sheets have that too. And my Father's Day card is done. Now all I have to do is find some more scrap paper, and I'm going to make an envelope for this because it is a special size. As you can see, it's 2 3/4 inches by 6 inches. It'll have to go card so for that to fit in, but it's all done. And I'm going to use a white pen, and I always like to make sure it's working, and that one doesn't look like it's working. This one must be then. Yeah, this one's working. And I'm going to keep it simple because we very seldom send cards. And I'm going, I shouldn't say send cards. I've got to take this off because I don't want to have it a big fold in it, you know, to write on it. I tell you what, my husband is the best father I've ever known. And that's what I'm going to tell him in my card. To the best father I know. There. To the best father I know, love you, Sheila. Put that back on. So sign it beforehand, otherwise it's going to be all bent up. And you want it to look nice and neat, like he's the first one getting this. Just because it's handmade doesn't mean it has to be, you know, it's got to be perfect. I mean perfect where they think it's perfect. It's never been opened, etc., etc. Okay. Now we've got our brads. Happy Father's Day coupons. And I'm going to zoom in on this so you can see it. Isn't that just adorable? And it looks just like what's on there. Free lunch date, free cookies, and so on and so on. This one, I'm telling you, this is the one that's going to make his day. You have a blessed day. Thank you for joining us today at She's a Sassy Lady. Bye now. Okay, we're going to make an envelope to match this. And this, I just used a green. I got to zoom out here so you can see. I just used a green like that, and it'll go with that, see? Now, according to my thing, the closest I can get is a 3 by 6 and a half, which means I have to have a 7 and a half by 7 and an eighth by 7 and an eighth. And I use a score line on 2 3/4. So we need 7 and an eighth by 7 and an eighth. So let's get this. I hope my blade is good here. 7 and an eighth. Seven and 1/8. This is not the straight. This is the straight line here. 7 and 1/8. There we go. I kept thinking, feeling this is wrong. This is wrong. 7 and 1/8. Okay. Cool. And 7 and 1/8. Okay, let's get our scoreboard. I mean our envelope punch board by rear memory keepers. We have to put our paper at 2 3/4. So 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 1/4, 3/4 right here. Okay, line up there. Line up here. Where I scored. Line up with the score. Punch. Oh, I'll need this. I always forget to do this. Punch the little corners. I just got out of the swimming pool before I started making this card. It's so hot outside, I didn't stay long. It's in the 90s and sunny, and you know how hot that is. And I think I'm going to, let's see, we're going to move this one in. This one in, and we're going to fold this over like that, and fold this in like that, and let's see if we're going to fit. No, I measured something wrong. Look at that. Oh well, we've got a card, an envelope here. Here we go again. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. You know what I should do is I should wear some kind of, get a, you know, one of those things, a magnifying glass. 3 by 6 and a half. I did something wrong. 7 1/8 by 7. Oh, 7 7/8. Well, no wonder. No wonder we're wrong. Let's try this again. Guess it would help to read it right. 7 7/8. Seven and 7/8. Let's try this again. double check it again. 6 1/2 is 2 3/4. 2 3/4 right there. Oops. 2 3/4 right there. Yeah. Score. Line up the score line. Score. Punch. Line up the score line. Punch. Score. Line up the punch. Score. And I think it works this time. Let's see a look at Everyday Tools while we're here. And I haven't got my score tape in here, figures. Okay, we'll get some out. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry about that. Ooh, punch again. I use the lightweight score tape. You know, you've got the red tape. I don't use that. I use the score tape. Okay, I just wanted to show you, just finish up this card very fast. All I do is I put the folded edge in like that, okay? And I take this and I go along here, and I also go along the edge right here, just in case they're not close enough, and I put it down, okay? This leaves me a little bit of a pocket there. Go here. And then also go along here so that it stays down. And very good, you've got that. Then I have, it's called photo tape, but I've seen it other places as score tape. And you want to use that. Now what I'm looking at here is, look at my edge. It's just too long. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to take and I'm going to trim it like that so it fits right down there like that. And what I can do is I can make it look a little bit neater by taking, and the edge isn't going to fit, so that's not going to work. I don't think I have a corner rounder close by. Well, I guess I do. Corner rounder here, and that's not going to fit in either. So we're going to do without a corner rounder on there. Usually it doesn't go that long, but because of the odd size of this envelope, that's the way it is. And I use the photo tape, and I just put this on the sides like this so that when I go to, in some cases, mail, and with this one I'm not going to be mailing, so, and I've got this all the way down. Put that back on there. And like if I make cards or something, or make matching envelopes with them and give them to people, I just put this on, and then all they have to do is lift the tape right off and it glues for them. Okay? It is all set, and notice how nice the card fits inside the envelope that I made for it. You have a blessed day. Thank you so much for joining us today at She's a Sassy Lady. Bye now.